This is the most requested camera comparison. Honor 200 versus Honor 400. And you know what? The Honor 200 was one of my favorite mid-range devices of 2024. But now we got some changes. Okay, so let's see if the new Honor 400 can keep up with the 200, starting with some selfies. But let's start with the video quality and stabilization. This is the Auto Arango in a beautiful park. I'm actually on my way to London for the Honor 400 launch event. So let's talk about some differences here, because we don't have telephoto lens anymore on the Honor 400. Instead, we've got huge 200 megapixel sensor with some AI features. So it will be interesting to see if this actually is going to be a good choice for Honor. Let's switch to the main camera and have a look at stabilization. And let me do a little run. And let's crop in. We go ×3 on Honor 200 and then ×2 on 400. But I'm going to take some pictures now. But let's quickly have a look at the design. And I have to say, I am a huge fan of this new Honor 400 design. Way better than the previous generation. I was not a fan of that 200 series. I thought it was one of the ugliest phones in my opinion. As you can see, it's the Honor 400 is just a little bit smaller. And then we've got now, you can see me there, 4000 peak of brightness. I'm not sure if I can see the difference here. But I'm just on my way to the train station, so I'm just gonna carry on walking, and I'm looking forward to take some pictures of London, so see that. So yeah, just exploring London on electric bike and doing my camera comparison video, so we should be able to get some nice pictures, so let's go. Now I'm using portrait video mode available on both of these devices, but remember the resolution goes down to 1080p only. Let me know what you think about the quality, and I'm gonna have a look at some portrait photography now. Now I'm recording in 1080p 60 FPS, and then you can see the river here in London, and it's very busy here. By the way, if you enjoy my content, then a huge sub to the channel will be greatly appreciated. We're getting close to 100k, so stick around. This is 1080p 60 FPS on both. Sadly, there is no portrait video mode on selfie, I'm afraid, here, but I like how much wider the field of view is on Honor 400. But let's have a look at some slow motion now. Okay, so this is the maximum zoom times 10, and I must say I prefer quality on Honor 200 here, and it's actually a big difference in my opinion. Wow. Just to show you how far that was, switching back to ultra wide angle. This is the quality when you get a little bit closer to your subject, times 2 on Honor 400, times 3 on Honor 200. And the Honor 200 is struggling with the focus, unfortunately. But let's have a look at the macro photography now. Okay, so time to have a look at the video quality and stabilization at night. I'm not sure what car is this, but that looks so cool. Wow. Now I've got about 5 hours to get home, so it's going to be interesting. I'll try to make as many pictures as I can. So far, I have to say that both doing a really good job. The zoom is a little bit better on Honor 200. Dynamic range, I think, is better on 400. This is the main camera. I am recording in 4K. They both look very similar. Times 3 on Honor 200 and then times 2 on 400. But let's take some pictures now. I'm using a selfie camera. It's been a long day here in London. This is the quality, this is stabilization. Let me have a look where I need to go, but I'm going to have a look at some selfies first. Now I'm using portrait video mode, 1080p 60 fps, and I have put exactly the same settings. Sadly, I did not have enough time in London for the night shot, so I'm here in my hometown, just gonna walk around and take more pictures. I must say I had such a great time in London reviewing both of these devices, and little conclusion here, you know, they both have a strength and the weaknesses, and Honor 200 is still probably one of the best mid-range devices that you can find on the market. Zoom was actually better. I think dynamic range is better on Honor 400. The focus is also a little bit better. And I love the design of the new Honor 400, and you get some pretty cool AI feature. But if you go Honor 200, I wouldn't really upgrade to this device. Stick around because I will be making ultimate mid-range camera comparison with other phones, so it'll be interesting to see how the Honor 400 compares with other devices from Samsung, Poco, Oppo, etc. So make sure you stick around. Cheers.